Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I am your girl, Candy Washington, and I am going to give you a quick recap on the latest that is going on with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Miss Lisa Rinna and Mr. Patrick Summers. So, word on the street is that Lisa Rinna is suing Patrick. But before we dive into those details, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, share this with a friend, and if you want to say thank you, you can do a super thanks below and also check out the description box. So with that, let's dive in. So allegedly, Lisa Rinna, as we all know, has been under attack, most likely fired and everything after what has transpired with, Baki, someone sending these racist, threatening, mean, evil bots against Garcelle's 14-year-old son. And so again, we're all like, was it Diana? Was it Rinna? Was it Erica? Was it all three? And then Patrick Summers comes out and is like, no, it was Rinna. She hired me. Her publicist Jen paid me, and it was all Rinna. And as we know, he's been dropping certain receipts, but not all receipts. So he dropped receipts that Denise Richards had reached out to him for more information. Kathy Hilton had reached out because, again, it's been alleged that Rinna also did attacks against Kathy and Denise. But we have yet to see concrete receipts that Rinna contracted Patrick specifically for these bots. So we're still waiting on that. And allegedly, they were going to come because Patrick was going to do some explosive article with the Wall Street Journal. So Patrick was supposed to do an explosive article with the Wall Street Journal, giving more receipts, giving more, proof and everything. And allegedly now, on the cusp of that, Lisa Rinna is allegedly suing Patrick for $350,000, alleging breach of verbal contract, libel, and slander. Now, if this is true, if it is true that Lisa Rinna is going to sue Patrick, then she just gave us all the receipts that we will ever need, if this is true. Because one, if you're suing Patrick for breach of verbal contract, you are now publicly confirming that there was a contract. That Patrick is not just some crazy person who randomly woke up one day and was like, let me just lie to everybody and say that I know Lisa Rinna. Let me just lie to everybody and make up a marketing company that I have. Let me just, get up here and lie to everyone. So if Lisa Rinna really is suing him, then she just really told on herself. That means that, do I think everything he says is true? Maybe not, maybe not. I don't think anybody ever says the truth all the time, but she is giving what he is saying so much more credibility. So he's not just some crazy person that you don't know. If you're suing him for verbal breach of contract. Now, if it was just libel, if it was just defamation, if it was just slander, then sure. But if you're suing him for verbal breach of contract, that inherently means that there was a contract, right? So you're telling on yourself, Rinna, if this is true. On the flip side, Patrick is saying, well, I'm going to countersue for $2 million because you are out here, you're slandering me. I'm gonna sue you for slander, for libel, for mental anguish, for a breach of data, because don't forget, they doxed each other. And all of that stuff. So he's like, no, I'm telling the truth and you're coming after me. Well, I'm going to countersue after you for $2 million. So if this is true, and if this actually moves forward, then we're going to get some real receipts if it goes to the actual courts, if it goes to the actual legal process, because we're going to know 100% that there actually was a contract between Lisa Rinna and Patrick Summers. And then through discovery, through evidence gathering, through the whole due diligence process, it'll all come out. The receipts will have to come out. The text messages, the invoices, the DMs, the whatever the case may be. If this actually goes to court, if it actually moves forward, all of the receipts will come out. But even if it's just true, because again, this is alleged, I haven't seen any court documents. If it really is true that Lisa is suing Patrick for verbal breach of contract, then you've told on yourself, Lisa. Then you've told on yourself. We know what we need to know at this point, because now you are confirming that there was a contract. So if there was a contract, then that means you really were trying to make up stories about Kathy Hilton. You really were buying followers and bots and comments and likes and getting fake engagement on your social media channels. You really were the person who paid Patrick to do a cyber attack against Garcelle's son, a racist and threatening attack, because you are admitting by sheerly suing him for verbal breach of contract that there was a contract. What's in the contract, that will have to come out in the wash if you guys actually do go to court. Again, I'm not saying Patrick is 100% telling the truth. Nobody ever 100% tells the truth, but I do believe where there's smoke, there's fire. So I'm not going to just outright discredit him, because I do think he is credible. You know, there's a difference between saying somebody is just telling the truth 100% and saying they're still a credible source. I still think he's a credible source, especially if this is true about her suing him. And especially if this comes on the heels of his Wall Street Journal article that's supposed to come out exposing everything. But I want to know what you guys think. So be sure to comment below. Let me know. Do you believe Patrick? Do you not believe him? What do you think about Rinna? Is she scrambling? Is she imploding on herself? And I'll keep you posted on everything. So be sure to like and subscribe so you get more updates. Until then, everybody, take care of yourself and each other. And don't forget to share this video with someone that you think just wants a nice, fun kiki. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go!